In the world of one championship, Vietnamese-blooded fighters like Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat, Martin Nguyen, and B Nguyen not only bring national pride, but also set the ring on fire. With exceptional technique, warrior spirit, and powerful striking, they have left a strong mark on the international stage. Let's explore how they've step-by-step conquered the MMA world.
Martin Nguyen goes downstairs, he sees Dumba. Dumba's left leg is hurt. And Nguyen's going on. He may drop. That's absolutely true.
Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat showcased outstanding fighting ability against Aswan Che Will. From the very beginning, he controlled the pace with agile footwork and powerful strikes. Duy Nhat not only dictated the tempo, but also consistently confused his opponent with low kicks and precise knees.
After the exchange, after the shot, after the combination is thrown from Aswan Che Will, that's when Nguyen's able to capitalize. That was a smart technique from Aswan Che Will to clinch up afterwards.
Nicely done. Switching stance. Tip kick to the lead leg. Jumping roundhouse from Aswan Che Will. You may see some desperation start to creep into the game plan of Aswan Che Will. Throws a knee. Stop! Four knees in the clinch.
And then, when the moment was right, he unleashed a lightning-fast, powerful high kick. An absolutely stunning finish. The opponent collapsed. The referee stopped the match. It wasn't just a victory. It was a statement. Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat remains one of Southeast Asia's top Muay Thai fighters, bringing pride to Vietnamese fans. Duy Nhat's evasion and counterattack against Yuta Watanabe was a clear testament to his excellent defensive and offensive skills. He didn't just dodge, he seized the moment to put his opponent in trouble. Right in the opening minutes, Duy Nhat landed a powerful low kick that dropped his opponent to the canvas. A surprising and precise strike that showed his deep fight awareness.
A chance to breathe.
Wow, he's going to see out the round amazingly. And Nguyen tries to finish him. Two clean head kicks to the left side of the neck. We mentioned early on it was unprotected. It was always going to be the target.
Wow, that was beautiful. You could start to see, the game plan unfold. Nguyen started to touch up that inside leg, and then he goes foot to the back of the head of Watanabe. You can see Watanabe pops back up, says he's okay, but then gets caught again with that high kick for the second knockdown in the first round. Olivier Coste let that one go. Yuya Watanabe is tough as nails. He's going to allow it to keep going.
This man was excitement personified. Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat. If you've never seen him before, I'm sure after tonight, he's going to become one of your favorites in one Super Series. Just about.
From that moment, Duy Nhat took control. He dominated the center of the ring, forced his opponent backward, and repeatedly landed effective knees and roundhouse kicks. Every movement he made showed he was in full control of the fight.
Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. 55% of fans in their one fantasy game tipping a win tonight for Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat. Again, Watanabe's got to cover the left.
And then, as Watanabe slowed due to broken rhythm, Duy Nhat landed the finisher. A lightning-fast right kick straight to the face. Watanabe dropped, and the referee immediately waved off the bout. A perfect knockout. Martin Nguyen made history with a spectacular knockout against Edouard Folayang. A finishing blow that made the entire arena explode. This remains one of the most memorable knockouts in one championship history.
Down by his hip, waiting to come out with that jab. And Martin Nguyen's known for that right hand of his where it comes over the top. You think Folayang would like to keep his hand a little bit closer to his chin, just like he's doing right now. As Martin Nguyen approaches that boxing distance, look for Folayang to keep his hand a little bit closer to his chin to protect that big right hand.
Nguyen gauging his distance, with the left to set for the right. That's the power hand of Martin Nguyen. Big slinging outside leg kick from Folayang. sellout crowd inside this massive arena, all on the edge of their seats here. And firmly behind the world's lightweight champion, Edward Folayang of the Philippines. Nguyen edges forward, under that 9th and 10th rib on the right side of the body of Martin Nguyen to effectively connect to the liver. Goes a little higher there off the left leg of the champion. Well, they're both champions.
As Folayang rushed into strike, Martin Nguyen unleashed a perfectly timed overhand right when Folayang left an opening. The punch flew like a missile, crashed into the chin, and Folayang dropped without a chance to respond. The referee jumped in, and just like that, Martin became the new champion.
On Edward Folayang's salvos.
Nguyen seems very concerned with his hair. Beautifully timed leg kick again by Folayang.
Folayang establishing his power.
The crowd went wild. Fans couldn't believe their eyes. It was too fast, too clean, too beautiful. It wasn't just a win. It was a historic moment as Martin Nguyen became the first Australian-Vietnamese fighter to win a one championship title. With smart strategy and lightning reflexes, Martin Nguyen not only gained the upper hand, but ended the fight with a spectacular knockout against Koyomi Matsushima.
Looks like Martin's got that timing on that leg, on that sprawl down.
Ground and pound now from the champion.
Big shots landed from the champion as Matsushima gets that single leg.
The bout between Martin Nguyen and Koyomi Matsushima was a high-level clash of styles. Nguyen's knockout power versus Matsushima's speed, agility, and wrestling.
But Nguyen's got spectacular takedown defense. Might be able to take the back here as he grounds and pounds him. Watch out, watch out, watch out! Chooses to go for the knee ride. Nice little escape there from Martin Nguyen as Matsushima kept punching that single leg.
There's the overhand right from Nguyen. Almost timed it to perfection.
Matsushima's got to be careful keeping those hands low, especially when he comes in for the...
Then came the turning point. After pressing Matsushima into the corner, Martin landed a devastating right hand that stunned his opponent. Sensing the slowdown, he closed in and unloaded a flurry of left and right punches, pushing Matsushima completely onto the defensive. Matsushima tried to fight back, but couldn't escape the pressure. Martin Nguyen maintained perfect positioning, and then a precise right hand to the head ended it all. Matsushima hit the mat, and the referee immediately stopped the fight.
By the champ, does it again. Manila, Philippines. What a tremendous performance from Martin Nguyen. Heard him, kept catching him, touching him on that chin, wobbled him with that big right hand. You can see Matsushima's knees kind of give out, and then Martin was very patient, calm, and collected.
Which why was Matsushima? I picked it up in the first round, leaving the chin hanging out there, drooping so low in his stance. He was just right for the picking against a guy like Nguyen, who may have the best hand in all of one championship.
You said it, Michael, and that was the beginning of the end for him. Martin Nguyen kept touching him, and you...
More cleanliness to his work.
Well, he's timing these overhands perfectly. He's got to keep that chin tucked. Not letting him get caught by one of these big overhand rights, or lefts for that matter.
Christian Lee hasn't seen an opponent like this in the one.
Mid-round, Martin Nguyen was cornered by Christian Lee. The pressure was mounting, and Lee launched a barrage aiming for the finish. But Martin, with his vast experience, stayed calm. He covered up, found space amid the storm, and landed a perfectly timed counter right.
Lee bounces back up, but he goes back down again. He's certainly shaken up.
Christian's hurt, Steve.
1
Christian's
minute
hurt.
left.
Big left hook landed by Nguyen. Started this onslaught, and Nguyen is jumping all over it.
Could already be the Fun 88 fight of the night.
That punch went straight to Christian Lee's chin, a perfect counter while under fire. Lee staggered and fell, and Martin didn't hesitate. He rushed in, unleashing a rapid follow-up combo that forced the referee to step in. His precision, composure, and decisiveness created a moment that had fans leaping out of their seats.
Gentleman takes a breath, resets, hooks off the lead hand, misses. Nothing connecting here. Slowed right down with 1 minute to go, Dragon.
Yeah, the pace at which these two are going at it in the first round, I'm not surprised they're a little bit slow. But right now with a beautiful...
From the opening minutes, Bai Nguyen showed she wasn't afraid of facing a strong opponent like Jenilyn Olsem. After closing the distance, she suddenly locked the upper body and successfully pulled the fight into a clinch. With superior grappling, she pressed Olsem against the cage, taking full control.
Wheel there from Nguyen. Now backed up against the fence. High knee from B. Knee to the midsection from Gentleman right in front of the corner.
Wasting no time, Nguyen executed a slick leg trip and threw her opponent to the canvas, shocking the crowd. As Olsem hit the ground, Bai immediately pounced, unleashing a barrage of powerful ground and pound strikes, forcing the opponent into full defense.
Killer B continues to keep us on the edge of our seat. She always does the best work in the last minute of the match anyway. Killer B Nguyen bringing it home strongly. The little lady from Vietnam.
The fight between Nguyen and Stamp Fairtex was a technical chess match, and in the second round, neither the audience nor commentators could look away. Bai repeatedly tried to close the distance and shoot for takedowns. With her MMA grappling experience, she executed accurate leg grabs that made Stamp step back to maintain balance. However, Stamp Fairtex, with her elite Muay Thai background, was no easy target. As soon as she escaped the first leg grab, she immediately countered with lightning jabs and hooks. The two entered a rapid-fire exchange, one strike after another, fast, intense, yet highly technical. Fans held their breath with every punch, knowing a single mistake could change the fight.
Get back up into that clinch, beautiful little turn, redirect. Now we're in the situation that we're in. Nguyen says that Stamp Fairtex doesn't understand the range as well as she does inside mixed martial arts. There's too many different changes.
She folds her in half like a piano accordion with those knees. The power, the precision of Stamp Fairtex.
Careful, gotta get this double leg.
Neither backed down. Two fighters, two styles, one relying on stamina and grappling, the other on speed and striking, kept battling for control. But amid the fierce exchanges, there was a touching moment. The camera captured both women smiling at each other mid-fight, a smile of respect, courage, and silent acknowledgement. "You're good, but I won't go down easy."
Moved to the USA as an 8-year-old. Nguyen hunting for the double leg takedown. Stamp has maintained her vertical base. Hooks the
That's what made this fight special. Not just the technique, but the emotion. A bout that was both fierce and beautiful, the essence of true sportsmanship and warrior spirit.
Nguyen was trying to reap that outside leg, but the balance of Stamp Fairtex put Nguyen down. Now we're starting to see that top control from Stamp. It seems she can sprawl heavily, whereas Nguyen can suck that leg in.
crowd here in Manila seem to be behind Stamp Fairtex. The media have been swarming to the two-sport world champion all week. She has been inundated with interviews and TV shoots and radio talk shows and photo shoots. Philippines has really embraced Stamp Fairtex. Walking knees there to the arm of Philippine Nguyen. Gut muncher. Looking for a takedown. B backs her against the ropes. Elbow to the hairline.
In this fight, Nguyen showcased excellent countering ability, dodging a punch from Ritu Phogat and immediately landing a precise strike to her opponent's face. This moment gave Nguyen a clear advantage and left a strong impression.
Good duck under. Counters here from Ritu. Uppercut from B was a nice one. Goes to the body, does Killer B. And Ritu presses her against the
Nguyen showed she was well prepared for the fight. With solid MMA experience, she defended well against Ritu's wrestling. Every time she was backed against the cage, she held her ground, used her hips and knees to break the rhythm, and never allowed Ritu to complete classic takedowns easily.
It's what we've seen in the
past Rich. She gets over emotional. She tries to hurt you in there. She starts to throw that dirty boxing. She tries to get under over. But she's got to create that space. She's got to stay moving. She has to be a little bit more selective in her shot choice.
I agree, but I think a little bit of her at this point in time might be getting a bit impatient, knowing that this match is starting to slip away from her a bit.
She's got 3 minutes left to do it, but this is what we're expecting. We're expecting Ritu to drop, change levels. She's got those hands clasped. He might be going for a ride here.
Ritu Folga looking to take down B Nguyen. B trying her most to keep it standing, maintain the vertical base. I gotta commend B on her takedown defense.
After a few scrambles, B Nguyen suddenly reversed the position. She capitalized on a mistake in Ritu's setup, reversed the position, and pressed her opponent to the ground. Immediately after came a series of well-executed submission attempts. The wrestling and submission exchanges in this fight proved B Nguyen isn't just a fast striker. She's a tough and technical grappler, especially under pressure.
Get this to the ground because those elbows, they score Rich.
Oh, absolutely, and I'll tell you, it looks to me like Ritu may have just kind of gassed herself out of it.
Vietnamese fighters like Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat, Martin Nguyen, and B Nguyen haven't just made history, they've proven themselves at one championship. They've shaken up the MMA world with explosive attacks and world-class technique. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss our next exciting videos.